Good morning students, welcome back. So today we'll be discussing the revision for annual exam, and today the topic is degrees of comparison. So let's quickly look at the solutions of the same. Okay. So the very first one is crying for the spilt milk is as foolish as weeping for the moon. Now this was given to you, right? It's a positive statement. Okay. Now as foolish as students. So now which type of type it is? It is a type 3 to individuals. So in that the superlative is not possible, that you know. Okay, we know already the rules of all the 5 types, right? So you just need to recall that, remember that, and you'll be able to do this quickly. So we will just change the sentence into comparative degree. And how it is possible? Weeping for the moon is not. We will make it negative by adding the word not, and foolish will become more foolish, and then is the compulsory word required for comparative degree. So weeping for the moon, and weeping for the moon will come in the beginning, right? Weeping for the moon is not more foolish than crying for the spilt milk. Okay, great. Let's look at the next one. Veena is healthier than any other child in the family. Now, healthier than any other. This is comparative statement. Okay, and it's a type 1 singular number. So, when we want to change it into positive, what we will do? We'll add no other in the beginning. So, no other, and child in the family, the later half will come in the beginning. So, no other child in the family is, okay, as dash as is required for positive statement, and healthier will become healthy, positive. No other child in the family is as healthy as Veena. Then when we change it into superlative, Veena will again come in the beginning, just like comparative. Veena is, and the word is compulsory for superlative. For type 1, we will just add the healthiest for superlative. Healthy will become healthiest. Veena is the healthiest child in the family. Next one. Some other students are at least as courageous as Roy. Now some other at least as dash as, which type? Type 4 negative plurals. That's a positive statement. So it's a negative plural, so we'll add not in both comparative and superlative. So first let's try to make it comparative. Roy will come in the beginning. Roy is not, and courageous, as you know that the word courageous has more than 6 letters. Okay, so courageous will become more courageous. Roy is not more courageous than some other students. Okay, and in superlative, Roy is not the more courageous will become most courageous of all students. Okay, let's look at the fourth one. Very few resources of mankind are as great as the habit of reading. Now here we are talking about resources of mankind. Okay, very few, and as dash as, that's a positive statement, type 2 plural number. So when we want to change into comparative, what we will do? Great will become greater first of all, and for comparative type 2 we require the words than many other. So the habit of reading is greater. Okay, now here R will change into is, because we are talking about particular habit, the habit of reading. Okay, so is, and above resources we were talking about plural, so we use the word R. So here the habit of reading will come in the beginning, so with that we will use is. Great will become greater, then compulsory word than many other for comparative type 2, resources of mankind. Okay, then when we change it into superlative, again the habit of reading is one of the is required for superlative type 2, and greater will become greatest. Okay, the habit of reading is one of the greatest resources of mankind. Next one. Her family is richer than his family. Comparative. Okay, richer than. Now this is type through 2 individuals. Again we know superlative is not possible here. So what we will do, we'll just make the sentence, turn the sentence into positive only. So when the sentence is in comparative type 3, two individuals, positive statement, then we will add the word not in positive statement. Okay. So his family is, and we will add the word not to make it negative, so rich, and when with not we use so, not as. Okay. So his family is not so rich as her family. Okay. His family will come in the beginning, richer will become rich, and we'll add not so dash as. Okay. Great. Next one. This is the longest road in the city. Superlative, the longest. This is type 1 singular number, students. So when we want to change it into positive, we'll add the word no other, and road in the city will come in the beginning. Okay. So no other road in the city is as dash as is required for positive statement. Longest will become long. No other road in the city is as long as this road. Then when you change it into comparative, this road will come in the beginning. So this road is long will become longer. This road is longer, and the words, compulsory words required are than any other. So this road is longer than any other road in the city is comparative. Great. Let's look at the next one. George Eastman was not one of the most famous scientists. This is superlative statement, student. Not one of the and most famous, right? Not one of the indicates type 5, negative plurals 2. Okay. So when we change the sentence into positive, we use again not so word, not negative word, and with not we use so. So George Eastman. Now this is type 5 negative plurals is the only where compare just like positive, just like superlative, in positive also we'll have George Eastman in the beginning. So George Eastman was not so famous as some other scientists, and in comparative we'll have some other scientists in the beginning. Some other scientists. Now students, see the difference. When we were talking about only particular person George Eastman, that time we use was, but now we are talking about many scientists, right? So in comparative, was will become were. Okay. So some other scientists were, and famous will change into more famous. Then who? George Eastman. Next one. Very few men in the world are as rich as Bill Gates. Now this is positive statement. Very few in the beginning, as dash as, that's type 2 plural number. So when you want to change type 2 plural number into comparative, what we will do? First of all, rich will become richer, and we will add then many other. So Bill Gates will come in the beginning. Bill Gates. Now again, we are talking about particular person, Bill Gates. So with that we will use the word is and not are. Okay. So Bill Gates is richer than many other men in the world. And when you change it into superlative, Bill Gates is one of the is required for type 2. So Bill Gates is one of the richer will become richest men in the world. Next one. No other planet is as big as Jupiter. No other as dash as, it's a positive statement, type 1 singular number. So when you change it into comparative, first of all, big will become bigger. Okay, so Jupiter is bigger. Then the sentence which compulsory required are than any other. Jupiter is bigger than any other planet. And when you change it into superlative, Jupiter is the biggest planet. Okay. Great. Next one, and this is the last one. Akash is not taller than some other boys. This is comparative, negative. Okay. Type 4, negative plurals. So first of all, we'll try to change it in the positive. In that, we will remove the word not, right? So some other will come in the beginning. Some other boys are at least as. This is required. Some other and at least. So some other boys are at least as, and taller will become tall for positive. Some other boys are at least as tall as Akash. And in superlative, Akash will come in the beginning, and we'll use the word not because it's negative plural. So Akash is not, and the is required for superlative. So the and tall will become tallest. Akash is not the tallest of all boys. Great students. So if just you need to remember the rules and you are good to go. So practice. Until then we will be back soon with the new explanation, new topic. Till then, practice and have a very good day.